Okay, guys, is the board visible? Hello?
Sir, it's
Yes,
visible.
sir, it's visible, sir.
Yes, okay. In the last lecture, we had covered in the last lecture, which is yesterday, I think, day before yesterday. Yeah, yesterday, what we had discussed is we came across the first two contents of the CET week 3. So, in that, we discussed the activity questions and their doubts. Very few students have answered to the activity question on 3.1. I hope that everybody solved those by this time. And I also assigned I also assigned activity question 3.2 as a homework, like which you guys had said that you'll be solving. In case if someone has completely solved them and are having doubts, they are open to ask now. Are anybody having doubts in activity 3.2?
No, sir.
Yes, fine. Does someone need a quick recap of? Are everybody present for the yesterday's class? Who are present right now for yesterday's CET class?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but I see that only you and you're responding, Prince.
Yes, sir.
Yes, fine. Okay. So now today we'll be starting the lecture 3. I mean the concepts which are taught in lecture 3.3 and 3.4 as well, and we'll be solving their relevant activity questions as well. Okay. So now let's start our point of discussions again. Three. 3.3. What is covered in 3.3? Are there someone who already viewed the video, something like that? 3.3 completely is 3.3 is completely dedicated towards the systematic process. Oh my god, this is too fat. The systematic process of classifying words. I mean, they have taken the words dataset into consideration for the lecture 3.3, which is we classify the given word. We classify the given dataset. The given elements of a dataset. We can either call them to be data some elements. It would be rather better. And now we just verify, and we classify them to be short, long, and based on word length and frequency. Please make note of these 4 parameters, my dear students. What you are doing is, the first parameter of classification is short and then long, and the third parameter is word length, which indicates which gives us the total number of letters, right? And frequency, the number of time it has appeared in the given dataset, which is words. So now let's begin explanation of this particular concept. Okay, fine. Now, what so shall we take the original data set, or shall we consider our own example for the explanatory purposes?
Anything is okay, sir.
Yeah, fine. So let's take our own example, like we do ever before in our classes. So let us say that. Let us first give the classification various constants. Let us think that the short word might consist of 3 letters. Long word, let us say for 5 letters. Frequency, which is unknown for us. We need to calculate this from the given data set by visiting each and every card in a particular process, or we need to iterate through the cards repeatedly until the final card is appeared. Until we read the final card. So we have two pre-declared variables with us, which are short and long, whereas the frequency is yet to be found out. Right. So okay, fine. Now let's move on. Let us say that we have some what shall you take? IIT Madras is a prestigious institution, or better we could say that as to be college. Many successful students, so many successful people are made from here, something which is very rare. Okay, now let's consider these two sentences, which are this one and this one. And now when we consider this particular thing, the first sentence, this appears too colorful. Okay, now let us take the first sentence into consideration. How many words are there here in the first sentence? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? Now we are individually considering the sentences alone, but not to find out the longest sentence in the given data. So now we are interested to find this case, which is the first sentence. So the first word is IIT Madras is a prestigious and college, right? So now we have to individually find out the word length, right? Like this was the sole objective of this lecture, right? Am I clear? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, fine. That's impressive. And now we have considered two things, which is short word is said to consist of 3 and long word is said to consist of 5. These are the letter counts of the words, right? So here, how many short words are there and how many long words are there? We need to find them out. So the shortest word here is A, which is of 1 letter count. This is the first shortest letter, and you can observe that by comparison with this. We need to compare the letter A with short itself, because we need to do the same for every other word as well. And IIT, it consists of 3 letters, right? Like I and T. These are the 3 letters. And next, Madras. Madras consists of how many letters? 6, right? So this is long word. So I will classify this later on. Now let's move on to each and every word. And is consists of 2 letters. Prestigious. How many letters does this contain? 4, 4, and 3. So in total we have 11, right? And then we have the last word, college. This has 6 letters. And now coming to the part of classification. As we already have the classification parameters considered in the very early time, we took short to consist of 3 letters and long to have like 5 letters. Depending upon these two pre-declared variables, Now we need to classify the 6 words which are present in the first sentence. What all come under short words? The data is very much in front of you. You can see them and just answer me back so that I think I can get a good point of understanding from your side as well. Hello?
It's A, IITM is.
Yes, that's 100% right. You are very good at I think you got good understanding. Is IIT? Yeah, fine. And now, what are the long words here? The long words are?
Madras,
Yes, Madras.
prestigious, and God.
Yes, you're 100% right. And this is how we do the classification. But when I explain you this concept, it appears too easy. But whenever we do not have any new sentences, you will not be given sentences of this kind or any new sentences in the examination. But in the qualifier exam, you will need to refer. They do not give you the data set as well. They will just say according to words data set. They just say this single line. They just give you this single line and they ask you to solve the question. But after you read this particular line, you need to remember the words dataset completely. You need to recheck your knowledge from the dataset that you need to access right away. I once again request you all to be perfect at the words dataset, not only in the words dataset, but in every dataset, because you will be given them for reference in the qualifier. Am I fine? Is this okay for you guys? This is how you get the questions according to words dataset, and then starts the question, and you will be given 4 options or numerical answer type. I hope you are able to get the question pattern as well. And now the first sentence is completed. We completed our first sentence and the second sentence. What is the second sentence here? Oh, I think green is already there. The second sentence is many successful people are made from here. Okay. Rather, we can also say this: many students become successful. Indeed, this gives a better this gives a better meaning. Many successful are made from here. This is very odd to hear as well. Many students become successful at their okay. Let's stop it here. Many students become successful. Okay, this is the consider this is the fourth second sentence. Now we have 4 words here. By when the moment you read this line, you must be able to understand that all these 4 letters are they come under which words? Can someone? Yeah. Directly we can say that by reading the sentence itself, because on an average the least word the word having the lowest word letter count is many, and it has 4 which is greater than 3, and hence each and every word of the sentence is a long word. So in this way, actually, as I said earlier, in the qualifier exam, you won't be given sentences like this, but in qualifier exam you will be given like if letter count is you will be given an algorithm, and you need to develop answers from them. If letter count is greater than 3, they'll just start the condition from here, and they'll give you the lines, or they'll give you the statements, and they'll close the brackets, or I mean they'll close the conditional there itself, and you need to solve manually. I mean you need to solve using pen and paper and submit them the answer. There is no point of giving you this kind of questions like IITM address, or I mean you won't be given any such sentences. You only be given algorithm or a pseudocode from which you need to develop the answer and submit them. Okay, fine. Am I clear with this first thing of short, long, and word length?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Any
sir.
doubts? Any doubts in this?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay, so now we are done with short and long words. And now, how do we classify the word using a frequency? What are the possible cases? Can someone just imagine and tell me?
Frequency, low length, short length, high frequency, long length, low frequency, long length, low frequency, short length.
Yeah. Depending upon frequency, the thing is,
Mute yourself.
yeah, somebody, Amit, can you please mute your mic, please? Yeah, fine. Now it's fine, I think, everybody. And now, depending upon frequency, we just do some things to draw conclusions about the given word dataset from the frequency of the words. In the above case, we observe that there is no repetition of words, right? Even if you combine both the sentence 1 and 2, we find that there is only every word appears only one time, or every word occurs only for one time. In this case, we cannot classify them under the criteria using frequency, where because all of them appeared only once. Okay, am I clear? In this case, we'll be having only, we need to classify the given words using only number of letter or word count. Okay, this is the only criteria of classifying the words when each word repeats only for a single time. Rather, we can say that to be letter count, which appears much better. Depending upon this only, we can classify the words as short and long whenever we find a word repeating only once in the given completely in the given data set. Now frequency, depending upon frequency, as one of your friends said, we need to consider the words like, let us consider two examples again. This pen is too dark. Okay. Oh my god. Now, can someone give their own example? It will be much fun doing your example in the class. Come on guys, I need examples from you all. If you guys tell me the sentence, we will move on with your choice. It makes learning much easier. Can someone give me two sentences examples?
I love playing cricket.
Okay, fine. But we have to make sure that the second sentence is also relevant to the first sentence.
Sachin Tendulkar is my favorite cricketer, batsman, anything.
Okay, Sachin Tendulkar is my
batsman.
Favorite, right? Batsman, okay, because he's a batsman, you can write directly. Yes? Did someone give any other example apart from this? Yeah, you see, and here again in these two sentences, even if we combine these two sentences, we are getting each word to be repeating only once here. Okay, fine. Using frequency, there is another application as well. Using these two sentences.
Batman in place of Batman's cricket player.
Yeah, that's fine. That sounds good. Okay, now let's move on. Depending upon frequency, right? Now, let us consider now we should take I love playing cricket. If you remember, guys, I said you a particular technique of finding the frequency counts in a very easy manner in the previous class of week 2. Now, what can if somebody remembers, can someone please tell me that technique if possible? Okay, fine. I myself will tell that again. We need to make counters from that. We need to create counters from the first sentence, and we need to check whether any of these 4 words are repeating in the rest of the given paragraph. I mean, in the rest of the given data set. Not if it is not relevant to words data set, then we can use the term relevant asset or relevant data elements. That would be a better terminology. Now we check for these 4 words in the rest of the given paragraphs, and we are only given one paragraph, which is Sachin Tendulkar is my favorite cricket player. Does I repeat any other time? So it repeats only for one time. Love also repeats for one time. Playing is also repeats one time. And cricket repeats for 2 times here. This is the number 1 and number 2, right? And all the remaining words, Sachin itself is a single word, and Tendulkar is another word. Sachin Tendulkar. Or else let's combine them to be as a single word itself. Okay, fine. Is repeats for one time. My one player. One and favorite also for a single time. And now depending upon the frequencies, how do we classify them to be as a short and long words? Now, as one of your friends said, we just take the frequency count, I mean the word letter count. I has only one word, only one letter, which is I alone. So it is it's a short word. And love, it's a long word. Playing long word, cricket long word, Sachin Tendulkar long word, is again short word, my short word, player is long word, favorite is long word. So now, depending upon these final results that we acquired from our dataset, from our own declared dataset either, we can say that I is a short word of low, or either we can say of less frequency. Because we use the word less frequency, it is 1. Rather, we can say that it could be negligible frequency, but this is not mathematics. We need to be very specific at computational thinking. Since it is 1, I had to write it to be less frequency. And the same is applicable for the words love. I love playing is my. These are the short words, right? Sorry, love is not a short word. Oh my god, I made a mistake. Only the words I, is and my are the short words here. I, is and my, these 3 words are the short word is, or we can say are short words of, are short words having less frequency. Now we cannot say that the term less refers to 1 because we have a collection of words and therefore we are using the word are. As these are a collection of words, we cannot tell them to be, I mean we cannot consider the value of less to be 1, and each word has its own respective count. The word I has 1 letter, is and my have 2 letters. Am I clear? So this is the pattern which we had done in the above example of IIT Madras. From that we were able to capture the words which are short and long using the criteria short to be less than 3 and long to be greater than 5. Okay, in such case we get a word like medium, which is in the interval 3 to 5. Rather, we can only say that to be a word can be classified as a medium word if it is of letter count 4. Hence, love is a word of, is a short word. I mean, is a medium length word. See guys, this is another important criteria of IIT Madras qualifier. The thing is here, you will be given only 2 terminologies which are short and long, and this happened with my question paper. So upon taking this particular example, I got that into my mind suddenly after visiting this word love. See here, we considered the words to be short if they had a letter count less than 3, and we consider the word to be long if they had a letter count greater than 5. So there's a gap between 3 and 5, which is 4, right? So what about the words having a letter count 4? Should we place them in short or long? This is the general trick. Rather, we can say that this is a trick which is followed by IIT Madras in developing a good logic among all students. So what they cleverly do is that they just give questions which including words having a letter count of 4, and they leave you in a sort of dilemma, like should this word be somewhere like a short word or a long word. We cannot conclude from this particular word love because it neither has 3 letters nor it has 5 letters, and it is also not is equal to 3 or 5. Am I clear? Guys, can someone please respond? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So now we have a criteria for. Now I want you guys to tell me the criteria for me. Short word consists of how many letters? 3, right? Come on, guys. I want you to respond.
Sure.
And long word is said to consist of how many letters?
Then 5.
Greater than 5.
Yes. See, now we have a particular interval. We need to see that it is not is equal to also, but it is only less than and greater than. So now we should be having some other thing as well, right? And we need to introduce a separate thing like medium, which exists in an interval 3 to 5. Am I clear? This is how you need to develop logic from the given question upon interpreting it properly. Once you are through the question, you are 50% done. This is how you need to develop another logic from the question where this is not at all in given wall, or it is not at all declared, or it is not at all discussed about in the question. But we will be given only these two things, long and short. We need to clearly search the intervals. This is the main point to remember, guys. Please make note of this point somewhere, or else you can see this recording again. Please make note of this point. In some cases, we might need to develop some other variables on our own. After seeing the what did you tell now? After seeing what can we give this name? Come on, guys, I want you to respond. After seeing what should we do? After seeing the range, right? Or you can say the declared value. After seeing the declared values of variables, we need to develop another new variable if required. If we find some data element belonging to that data set, to that particular range rather. Here we found, in a similar case, we found the word called love, and it consists of 4 letters, where we did not have any terminology for this particular letter count 4, but it is neither less than 3 nor it is greater than 5. So this falls in a trap here. But we need to submit the answer as well. How can we submit the answer? You will be clearly able to see in the questions to you which will be given to you. Option A will be somewhere like 2 long. There are 2 short words, 3 long words, 1 medium word. And the guys who are very much new to the CT thing, they will get confused after seeing the word medium in the given options, and they'll start thinking, where did this medium come from, and how did we get it, and they'll start breaking their heads against wall. So the point I'm stressing now upon is, please check the value that has been declared by the programmer, I mean by the user. Here he had used less than 3 and greater than 5 for short and long. From these two things, it is clearly visible that a short word might not have. Now it is from these two things, it is very clear that the user did not cover any word which has a frequency of 3, I mean letter count 3. He did not consider the words letter counts having letter counts 3, 4 and 5, right? These are the 3 cases which go underrated or unconsidered according to the question. Am I clear? So the words having letter counts 3, 4, 5 are considered to be as medium. Okay, am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, fine. So guys, Now I request you to do can you guys do activity question 3.3 right now so that we can discuss the answers as well if you have any doubts?
Activity
Okay,
3.3, question third, sir. Third question and fourth question.
Okay, definitely. The third question is somewhere around. Is the third question similar to your question? What percentage of the high frequency? Is that the question?
Yeah.
Okay. What percentage of the high frequency words confirm the hypothesis that high frequency words are short? Like see, you were given some data set above, right?
Answer will be 60%, no? 478. Yeah, 60%. How the answer is coming up to 75%?
Yeah, 1 second. I will upload the photo here. This is the given data. Is this the same as yours?
Yes, sir. Same data.
The same data is there for you as well?
Yes, sir.
Yes, fine. And now from the given information, what did he ask us? He just asked us to see that what percentage of high frequency words. Here, high frequency. From these things, first of all, can you please tell your method of solving this, the person who asked this? Who asked this question?
I took the high frequency words, that is 60, so that's comes to be 80, and then I divided that by 100, so and into 100, so that comes out to be 50%. 60%, sorry. So
I'll just write
75.
down. I'll write down your procedure here. What you done is that you added this and this, right? You done 60 plus 20 by 100. Is that what you did now? Hello? I think Prince has asked this doubt. Is this what you did now?
Yeah.
So here what the point is that here you are finding out here you are finding out the percentage. Here you are finding out the percentage of total things, like out of the total word data set. But here what did they ask us in the question? They asked this
percentage of high frequency.
So this is where you need to put the stress about. You need to concentrate about the question here itself. They have only asked you to find out what percentage of high frequency words. Is that clear to you? They have only asked you to find in the category of high frequency.
Okay, sir. I got it, sir. Okay, sir.
So 60 by 60 plus 20, right? 60 by 80.
Yeah, that 80
3 by
100.
0.75.
Yeah,
Am I clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm very happy for you, Prince, because you're at least asking some questions. But please make note of this point, Prince. You need to take only high frequency words into consideration. Am I clear? I think this might have solved your doubt also.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Done, sir. All activity 3.3 done.
Yeah, Prince, I appreciate you, but I need some other responses as well. Every time I'm hearing the same from you. Come on, guys. I need everybody to be active here. If you haven't started doing them, you can do them right now, and I'll be waiting for 5 minutes. I can understand it. Some of you might feel it somewhat new because CET is completely a new subject for some of you who are not working professionals. Do you want to do them now? I'll wait for 5 minutes if you want to do so. Will you guys do now? Hello? Yeah, I understand that you have done already. But at least no one are responding either. Oh my god.
That took out of 100. That's where I got like 80%.
Yeah. I understand that you done like. I think you must have got a mistake as well. Like it's not such a big mistake, which it is what many others make as well. Please don't get discouraged on that.
Wrong for fourth as well, because that's what I was doing in fourth too. So, now I can now I got both answers right, third and fourth. So like all right now.
Yes. So from here, I think you are very good. I mean, you can do the rest of questions which come in this model in the exam. I think you can solve them. So you got a doubt cleared. So guys, I'm just writing down steps of the third question. Is this third question? Yeah, this is third question. 60 by 80
into 100. Into 100.
So it is
3 by 4. 0.75 into 100. That comes out to be 75%.
this is. Can you please tell the option, Prince? I think it is option A. Okay, let's leave this here. It is 75%. Yeah, I'm happy for one of your classmates as there was doubt as well. So can I move on to the next lecture? We only have 9 minutes left over and we'll be discussing them. And I waited for you guys till now. Okay, and next comes yeah, fine. And next comes the thing called 3 prices problem. For this heading purposes, we'll use a different pen. .4 is oh my god. Did anybody watch this lecture so far?
They were doing the test today, mock test.
Oh, I think that's why they're not responding to my questions as well. That must be one of the reasons.
Stats and maths. We did that in the morning itself.
Yeah, that's really good. That's really good point. And if you do them as soon as soon as they get released, you can discuss with your friends and share their solving methods and methodologies as well, which improves your accuracy in solving.
There's like doubt in maths, like 2 options are correct, but we can only like only one option is getting selected. Like that's one problem. Question number 9, I guess, and maths today.
Yeah, fine. There are some chances of happening, and you will be given those as well. So guys, there are all here for this class. For this class too, there are very low members. With excluding me, there are I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Oh no, there are only 16 members.
16.
Oh my god, this is very ridiculous, man. Oh, okay, fine. Now, in the lecture 3 prices problem is completely for distributing prices, or rather we can say ranks. The prizes will be given upon ranks only, right? This happens in every school and college. I think some of you might be rankers as well. I appreciate them for their academic performance. Based upon rank, they will be giving 3 prizes, which are 1, 2, and 3, right? These 3 are the 3 prizes, the first, second, and third. Now we are going to see these 3 positions, and the fight for these 3 positions is what covered in the 3 prizes problem lecture. Shall we start this topic now?
Sir, yes, sir.
Yes, fine.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let us say that we have some 6 students. This pen is too fat. So let us say that we have 6 students. Oh no. We have 6 students with us. Now let us take some 3 subjects again, which are maths, physics, and chemistry. Okay. Now let us make some counters for them like we did before earlier. So these are the counters for mathematics, physics, and chemistry respectively. And so let us say that the first student has got, and the total is for 300. Please remember this. The total is for 300. Let's say the student 1 has secured 95, 80, 90. This is what the first student scores are. This is 96, 82, 70. 3, 90, 70, 90. 4, 80, 85, 94. 5, 76, 84, 95. And now depending upon these scores, now we have a general criteria of giving up 3 prizes to the students. Let us say that every teacher of math, the teachers of maths, physics, and chemistry are interested to give prizes individually in the respective subjects. So from these scores, only taking consideration into mathematics, to whom can we give the first prize over here? Come on guys, I need an answer from you. In the field of mathematics, who gets the first prize?
Third. Second.
Yeah, the second person who
96.
scored 96, he gets the first prize, and second prize is secured by,
First.
yes,
First.
and third prize is secured by,
Third.
yeah, you're 100% right again. And now we deal with physics. Who gets the first position in physics? No, yes, the person who secured 85.
4.
I am Michael Girdler. Fifth. 84.
Yeah, and then this person, okay, it's now pleasant again. 82, right? This is the third person who secured highest score, right? The third highest score. And in chemistry, what can we declare regarding chemistry?
Fifth person first, second, fourth person second, and first person third. First and third both are like third.
94.
Now first and third both have scored 90.
Yes, okay, then let's change some value over here. Let us take this to be 92. Is that fine?
Third one is third.
Yes. So these are the individual prize. These are the individual standing positions of the students, of these 5 students in their corresponding subjects of group subjects, which are mathematics, physics, and chemistry. And now these are the three worksheets. Like this is a complete worksheet of mathematics, and this is the prize worksheet of chemistry, and this is the prizes worksheet of physics, right? So in this way we can individually distribute prizes for the subjects alone, but whenever we come to the total ranking, what do we think in the case of total ranking? Can someone please tell me? If we want to give some class rankings, I think now you are able to classify this as well. If we want to give the class ranking, what do we do here? Say a class ranking. So what do we need to do in class ranking? We need to find the totals, right? Am I right? We need to find the total score.
Yes, sir.
What is the first student total score? I mean the student one, this person, not the first position one. 90 plus 95, 185. 185 plus 80 is 265, right? And the second person, he scored 166 plus 82. Oh my god. 265, 242. And the third person, 90 plus 70, 160.
252, sir.
Yes, is fine. 252. Fourth person,
259, sir.
great. And the fifth person?
255, sir.
Yes, thank you for assisting me. These are the total scores of 5 students.
Second is 238 na?
238.
248,
Okay.
sir.
Oh guys,
One is 240.
yeah, I think he made a mistake somewhere. No worries. These are not the original datasets. And now, using what do we classify them as ranks number 1, 2, and 3? These are the positions. How do we classify them? We just find the total score. Highest total score is 265, and this person gets the total standing of rank 1, which is 265, and the second ranker. What can be his score here? Yes, you are absolutely right. The second scorer rank is 265, and he is given the rank of 2, second ranker, and the third ranker.
255.
Yes, you are again right here. So these are the rankings. Okay. Now from this particular ranking, by seeing this 265, what can we imagine about? We might think that this person he might be the topper in each and every subject. Is that the case? You will be asked questions for this like this as well. I think you might find them in your GA also. From after we see this 265 alone, it is a common misinterpretation done by most of us, which is that we might think he is the top scorer in each and every subject. Is that true? 95, 80 and 90, and we see that he is not even the highest scorer in at least one subject. He is not even he did not score the highest in even one subject, but rather he is the top scorer. This is one type of questions that will be asked in IITM questions, the graded assignment, mock test, and qualifier if possible. But in qualifier, you will be getting at least one question of weightage 4 marks from this 3 prizes problem. This is for damn sure. I assure you that you get a question from 3 prizes problem. Please note it down somewhere so that you can prepare much better on this particular topic. A question of weightage 4 marks is 100% there in your qualifier. And 4 marks, it's not a very small thing. it might get you qualified or it might also get you disqualified. So be very careful with this particular topic. And the sole thing that I was asked in my qualifier was like this, like in this pattern. They given the data to be there, like they did not give the marks thing. I mean, I was not given this 265 something. I was only told like this top scorer, will he be the highest score in all three subjects? Then we'll be given, yes, there is a possibility of one subject, two subject, three subject, and the fourth option would be no, there is no no, there is even possibility that he might not stand in the top rankings of individual scores as well. So this is one probability. This is one question that you might get in your qualifier as well. So from this single three prices concept, we were able to solve like from this 265. Is he the top scorer? This is one type of question. And the second type of question that you can expect is, who is the top scorer in mathematics, physics and chemistry? This is the second type of question. And who is the second runner? I mean, who is the second scorer in the total score? This is one type of question. Like not only second scorer, who scored the fourth highest marks or something. So this can be a type of questions from three prices problem as well. Am I clear with three prices problem concept? Guys, did you understand, everybody?
Yes, sir. Understood.
Any doubts regarding this?
No, sir.
Yeah, I think now it would be very easy, super fine for you guys to do the activity questions as well. Hence, I request everybody to go through the activity questions 3.4. Yeah, see that if possible, I'll just read out the question like, see, like I said you right now, we have a student who, this is the activity question 3.4 second question. We have a student who has topped both mathematics and physics. Will the student get a prize? You need not refer to the question, I will read out the question for you. We have a student who has topped both mathematics and physics. Will the student get a prize?
There's a good chance of her getting a prize.
Yes, because she has topped in both mathematics and physics, and hence there's a great margin of securing a prize as well. She might not get a prize if she fails rather, but that might not be the case. We cannot consider, we cannot always go negative like that. So we can say that she has a good chance of getting a prize. As I said you just now, this is one type of question, and you found it the same in activity question as well. See again here, which of the following is true? Yeah, this is also the same type. Max 1, max 2, max 3 represent three variables. Maximum marks, yes, these are again the same. Yeah, I think now you will be able to solve the activity question 3.4 with much ease. And hence I request everybody to get their activity question 3.4 solved. I want you guys to solve activity question 3.4 and come up with doubts if any in the next class, as you have mathematics now. Okay guys, now I think it's time to leave. Are there any doubts in today's class so far? Come on guys. Hello.
No, sir.
Okay, fine. I am very happy for you guys that you all understood much better. Are the examples fine, or shall we take some other examples from the next class? Do you find the examples confusing?
No, sir, they're
Sir,
fine.
it's fine. We can able to understand.
Yes, because I'm stressing much upon examples, because CET is such subject which you can get a good understanding when you learn through examples, but not through reading concepts or something. This is one of the main sorts of subjects which I've seen in my student life so far. I've also learned in the same way and cleared the qualifier, and hence request you to do the same. Whenever you practice, just keep some, like we are all open-minded and we can make examples instantly. In that way, you can clearly solve any question depending on the concept that has been used if you are able to make out instant examples. This is the key to CT. You must be able to make out examples on your own and work out on them until you get until you get the correct answer. So I think today's class, it's fine so for everybody. So guys, I said that 3 process problem, and ending our class today, I would like to give a note of today's class important points. Please make sure that there will be at least one question in the qualifier. This is for damn sure, I can assure you. In the qualifier, you will be given at least one question from 3 process problem, but not at most. It is at least, which is greater than 1. Greater than or is equal to 1. This is what at least means. You at least get one question from 3 process problem in your qualifier. So I urge you to be perfect at this particular topic. If you guys have any doubt, you can just ping in the group as well, and I'll be ready to teach them also. So guys, have a good learning and all the best everybody. Thank you for attending class today. Okay guys, all the best and take rest now.
Yes, sir.
Yes, goodbye everybody. Have a good night, sound sleep. Okay, fine.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, bye.